Hey guys, John Conley from UncleJohnSoap.com. It's a dreary Monday, a little drizzly outside. Not bad. It is what it is. You know, Mondays are usually slow in the fall in this town anyway. We're in Berlin, Maryland, right outside of Ocean City, Maryland, along the beach. So it is what it is. Gives me time, you know, if town's slow, it gives me time to fill some web orders and some of my wholesale orders, get some products made. So that's fine. I'm pretty much a one-man show most days anyway, and it's nice to have a little break here and there so I'm not up all night making products. Yesterday, apologized to my regulars who like to come into town on Sunday. We closed up the shop. I closed up the shop because I hit a wall. I'm working here and I have my part-time night job, and every so often it just happens. I need that day. I'm exhausted. My throat was sore. My sinuses were so packed that I couldn't see straight. So I apologize for that. We're back on track today, though. I did get a chance to catch up on some social media stuff yesterday, and I saw a video from Peter Trakalis, and it was an apology video. And I got a little worried because most of the time Peter doesn't do anything that he needs to apologize for, so I got a little concerned before I pressed play. But I watched it, and evidently there was a person on Facebook under an alias, I guess, a false, name, not their real name, and that happens. That's cool. Some people just prefer that, although I will say the ones who hide behind that are I don't know. They don't have. I don't put much validity in their opinions and their statements most of the time, unless I know who they are. If you know who they are and they just use those alias names just because they like to, that's fine. If the only way anybody on Facebook knows them is through the false name and they don't really know who that person is, yeah, whatever. They are who they are. They're trolls. So anyway, this person started out bashing Peter a little bit for his business model. You know, you're entitled to your opinion. You're entitled to voice your opinion. That's great. But evidently this guy took it to another level. Now, I'm speculating some here because I didn't see the thread where this happened. And I did not see Peter's response. But I know if he's anything like me, the potential is there to totally flip out on somebody if they push you over the edge. Peter is also hitting a wall because he has his job, his career. He has the website, the club, which is giving him a hassle. New things do that. New things are always a hassle. I go through it too. And then he's dealing with some family stuff, some family health issues. His cousin's ill, very, extremely ill. And that's a tough thing to deal with on any level from anybody. You know, we all have things in our life that make us feel like we've been dragged through a knothole. So, some days it doesn't take much to put us over the edge and just so we go off. I've been fortunate that I've been able to control mine for the most part since I started this business. There have been a couple times that I've flipped out, but nothing huge, and I did apologize for it when I was done. Not for the way I was feeling, but maybe the way I expressed it. Sometimes I say things that I shouldn't say, and I'll be man enough to apologize for that. So anyway, he apologized, and I'm glad to see that he only apologized for that part, for the way he expressed himself to this person. He did not apologize for his business model or the way he runs it, and I applaud him for that. He needs to stick to his guns on that. It's his business. He needs to do what he wants to do, the way he sees fit, the way he thinks it's going to work for his customers. And, we've got a few people floating around that I've seen criticize the club. I saw only one person, but I mean, I'm sure there's more than one feeling this way, that sort of alluded to the fact that they think it's discriminatory. There's nothing discriminatory about it. It's not excluding people. You come up with $60 and you get your yearly membership and all the benefits within that membership. It's not, well, it is sort of elitist, but that's kind of the point of a club. Any club you join, When you were in high school, you joined a club or a sport, and you had to put in work to maintain your membership in that sport, to be part of the team. This one just happens to be money. And when you are part of that team, sport, or club, you get the benefits. You know, in the club, you get free shipping. You may get a few exclusive products. There's not a ton that are exclusive, but there are a few. You get combinations that you couldn't normally get when you're doing your regular shopping. You can't come to my site and buy a bunch of other artisans' soaps. Maybe someday that'll change, but I sell my stuff mostly. And other artisans do the same thing. Or they've paired up with somebody. You know, there's a husband and wife team. The Brush Guy and Mason's Boutique Soaps. Husband and wife. That's a great pairing for a website. But when you go to the club, you can try to mix and match. You can get a soap from one person and an aftershave from the other that you think would pair well in one shopping cart, free shipping, no hassle. You've paid for that privilege. So there's, you know, for people to criticize that, I don't know. I think you're too bored. You need something else to do in your life. You need a new hobby or something, I don't know. Or concentrate more on this hobby and less on other people's business. That's kind of the bottom line. You know, we're all going to run our business the way we see fit. Will we take things under advisement? Yes. I will listen to opinions and suggestions, and I get them all the time. And I sort of have this little spot in my mind where I will store them and say, okay, save that for later, save that for later. And eventually, I'll start jotting things down on a legal tablet, you know, ideas and suggestions that I've heard from people either directly or indirectly. And I'll start crossing off the ones that I know I'm not going to participate in. And then I might, you know, question mark a few that this could be good. Let me see if there's a variation of that I want to do. But the bottom line is, it's my choice, my business. And I'm going to do what I think is best for the business and my customers. And I think Peter's doing the same, and he should. So before you go bashing somebody for the way they run their business, keep in mind, A, this is a hobby. You participate in it. You go where you want to go. You buy from who you want to buy from. You get the products that you like, that you want to try, or that you know are proven and you want to keep using. But don't tell us how to run our business. If you have a suggestion, great. We're all open to suggestions, I'm sure. But beyond that, knock it off. It's not going to help you. It's not going to help us. All it does is create even more strife, and we don't need any of it. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your Monday. I've rambled long enough. See you.